Welcome back to Bryan Leonard's MLB Breakdown here on Monday. And we talked about this last week. I struggled coming out of the gate in Major League Baseball, and we've been on a nice run over the weekend. So I could take my glasses off. I could see the card a lot better today. And let's get another winner for you here. We're going to take a look at the Washington and St. Louis game in Major League Baseball today on Monday. I do want to point out we've now won 7 straight Major League Baseball plays, and we've got a nice card up there for you right now up on the site, and we'll get to that in just one moment. But let's take a look at the matchup here between St. Louis and Washington. Palante against Littell. Palante's a guy who's done some things a little bit differently this year, and he's had success in that regard. But we do like this Washington hitting lineup better than we like their pitching lineup, and Zach Littell was brought in for Washington, the former Tampa Bay Ray. And we're looking at a total right now about 111, 112 or whatever for St. Louis. And the total on this is 8. And I like this game to go over the total, and I'll tell you why. Palante, yes, his numbers are better right now. I'm just not a big believer in him at the moment. Zach Littell is a guy who's had some success in the past, but he's pitched in a really good pitching environment in Tampa Bay, and the home games in Tampa Bay and the roof obviously, with the dome, that definitely helps the pitching. So I'm not giving him quite the same look here pitching for Washington as he did in Tampa Bay. And when you take a look at these two pitchers, to see an 8 out there is kind of strange. I would expected something a little bit higher, maybe 8.5. And when you take a look at the bullpens in this game, both St. Louis and Washington used key players at the back end of the bullpen yesterday, all throwing from 15 to 25 pitches. Yeah, they're still available probably today, but they will not be nearly as effective as they were yesterday. So we're going to play this game over the total. You can get that over 8 right now. It's pretty much even money all around. Maybe 115 is probably the worst number I see out there. But we're going to play this game over St. Louis and Washington over the total. Two teams in which I like the hitting a little bit better than the pitching, although the pitching is probably, at least for St. Louis, has looked much better early in the season. I think that'll change as the year goes on. I did mention 7 straight winners for our clients, and we've got a nice 4-game package up there for you today in Major League Baseball. We're also releasing a nice percentage play, a 3% play, our play of the week right now, because we've only given out basically 1.5% and 1% over the early part of the season. Now we're seeing the card better, so we're giving out a big 3% play up on the site right now. It's available over at Wager Talk. Better yet, just get this buy 3, get 3 days for free, 6 days for the price of 3. That's a better deal for you, especially now that we're seeing things better. And we're also been very good in the NCAA tournament. We do have a play in the tournament for those who buy our package for today. That'll do it for our selection for that. But I did want to touch on a couple of other things in regards before we hang this one up. A lot of the teams were playing in bad weather over the weekend. The weather will continue to be a little bit shaky on today's card. So anything other than playing in dome stadiums, unless you've got a real good reason to play the over, I would kind of pass on those games. This one we did have a reason on it because of Palante and Littell going, and the bullpen being a little bit stretched out a little bit today. We did go over some other games on total basis today, some really good bets on there. I do that every single day with Adam Trigger and Tokyo Brandon. Real nice show. We did that at 6 a.m. Pacific today, 5 hours ago. So I've got a chance to go back and look at the schedule a little bit better today. So we've got all of our plays up there for you now. And if you want to see that, just check that out over at the Wager Talk TV website. And it's also up on YouTube each and every day. So that'll do it for us. And we'll be back again on Tuesday. Looking forward to another big day in baseball. Hope you do join us. We'll talk to you then.